In this new normal world, the internet has become the superhighway of knowledge. While there are many good things to learn on the World Wide Web, there's also an overload of not so good things for youth to see and learn. It has become the modern tree of the knowledge of good and evil. How has the internet become evil? And how can we reverse these effects and use it for good? In this episode of Youth Matters, we are going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to internet usage, and just how much is too much. Stay with us while we probe into the acronym CAMP versus D.A.M.N.
Every day, the typical teenager spends about 3 to 4 hours on their phones daily, whether it be social media, games, or being able to go out has made young people preoccupied to the virtual world since the pandemic has limited our movement and being able to leave our homes.
Some people use it in a good way, while others use it in a bad and unprofitable way. We will talk more about this after the break.
Staring at a stop
Hey YM Squad, we're back. So what does CAMP mean? It is an acronym that stands for Constructive Altered Mental Positivity. It is the usage of information specifically to the internet and modern technology used for good. Tools that help us learn and communicate with our loved ones, many of whom are separated by time and distance. Virtually, we can see, hear, and talk to them as if they are near us.
Academically, we can learn, share information, do business, and even go to class via the World Wide Web. These are the positives. The acronym D.A.M.N stands for Destructive Altered Mental Negativity. The internet is also known as the World Wide Web, the modern day 666. Why?
Symbolically, the spider creates the web to catch its prey. Those unsuspecting young people who cannot control themselves are lured in by the many forms.
For example, online games, social media, TikTok, just to name a few, becoming dangerously addictive to society today.
Hey, we have a video message from the YM Squad there in the UK. Hey Squad!
Hello UK.
Hi David, how are you? Hello from YM Squad UK.
Hey guys, I have a question for you there. How do we know how long is too long to spend on the internet?
Well, as we know, we're living in the internet age. And sometimes we spend too long on the internet, and sometimes we don't even realize it until we start ignoring our house chores, or when our parents call us to do something but choose to ignore them. Or generally when you're no longer aware of your surroundings, and we only realize it's too long when you feel some maybe eye soreness, or neck pain, or even thumb pain from scrolling, or eye twitching.
And what can we do to stop being so internet addicted?
So what I think we can do to not spend so much time on the internet, we can have new hobbies like maybe learning to play musical instruments, learn a new language, and we can also spend the time on the internet wisely, like for educational stuff, and we should also set the time limits on our devices.
What are the benefits of the internet in your opinion?
Well, as we know, the internet contains a vast supply of information and knowledge. This allows us to learn about almost anything, from learning about history of a country to learning a new instrument. Another benefit is that it allows us to connect, communicate, and share our thoughts and opinions with others.
Wow! Thanks YM Squad UK! Although there is a horrible pandemic, we have to find ways to entertain ourselves with something other than the internet and our gadgets.
Alright, hello YM Squad. Hi.
Hey!
Today we're going to be having a fun challenge for all of you. We're actually going to do the What's in the Box challenge.
Yeah, ano parang moving.
If it's alive, or if it's dead, living or not living. So are you ready for the challenge?
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so here comes our first. Take off your eyes, cover
They'll take it first.
Say so.
While our eyes open or closed?
But no.
Oh my gosh! Ano yan? Wait! Oh!
You have to guess what it is.
What's this?
Guess.
Come on.
Okay, guess it.
Don't
Oh my gosh! Ay! What's this? Scroll! Bakit mahaba? Why is it long?
What is it?
Ano yan?
It's like for cleaning.
Shorai.
Go ahead and take it out. It's fine. It's not. There's nothing weird. Go ahead. Take it out. Take it out.
Tumutay.
I was terrified.
Don't worry, it's brand new. No one else
okay.
did.
Oh,
So
okay.
don't worry.
Alright.
Alright. So let's move on to our next. Go ahead and take your hands on your eyes. 1, 2, and 3. Okay?
Living thing.
Go ahead and put your hands
Is this
in
a...
the box.
I think it's living sana.
Fingers.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna get something.
Inside.
Ano ba? Wait. Glue? Ano to?
Oh, egg! It's an egg!
Yes.
Definitely.
Alright. So you got the right answer.
It's an egg.
Slime? No. Snail? Maybe it's saliva.
A few moments later.
We give up.
Okay, you can look at the...
Yeah! Oh, it's egg. Egg. Malams na yung... Can we wipe our hands? Oh my gosh.
The box challenge.
Okay.
So did you enjoy the challenge?
Of course, yeah.
Alright.
A lot of fun.
So would you like to join our challenge? again
Yeah.
this time?
Sure.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Yes, of course. More.
What was on your mind?
Like for me it's exciting and I want more challenge. Yeah. Bonus round.
Wow.
Go Wine
Go
Squad.
Bye.
Thank you.
In Canada, young people are joining a basketball league called the Keepers League, and by joining, it keeps the blood flowing, heart pumping, and the muscles strong and active.
There's nothing really to do at home, so it's better to play, always do something.
As we all know, staying at home is very boring, and by playing sports, it can help you stay happy, healthy, and fit.
I learned a lot of things like shooting, driving, layup, and everything, passing, and how to communicate to other players.
Basketball has helped me make new friends and meet new people, and it has also helped me physically and mentally.
They should do is ask their parents to buy their basketball or football or anything, like just to do something outside that they won't get lazy.
To all the youths out there, although we're in the middle of a pandemic, always find a way to go outside and learn some new sports.
So there you have it, from the YM Squad of Canada. See you next time.
Squad, almost every country in the world has their own version of bread. Whether a flatbread or a crusty, fluffy version, all of them are loved by people all over the globe. I'm Lick from YM Squad, Philippines, and today I will be introducing to you some of the different types of bread from all over the world. I definitely love bread, and here in the Philippines, we have the Spanish bread. A sweet bread roll that is soft and chewy. It has a sweet butter filling. See? So let's try it. popular bread is the marble ube bread. It is mainly made out of purple yam flour. It has a fun color and it is amazingly tasty. Bread is a common staple in our diets and has different forms, and all are wonderful in its own way. Let's check out Y.M Squad from around the world to see what kind of breads they have to offer. Let's watch this.
Upper Cover Y.M Squad. So right here in Malaysia, we have a different kind of bread, which is roti canai, or you can call it a roti canai also. And it is an Indian influenced flatbread here in Malaysia, and it's often eaten as a breakfast or lunch on a daily basis by local Malaysians. Now we will taste the roti canai. So this is the roti canai, and this is the side sauces. This is dal, this is curry, and this is a sweetened milk. So you can choose whatever sauce you want, or you can dip in 3 sauces, it's up to you. So first, I would choose curry. So I will dip in it, and I will eat like this. This is so good. Wow, this tastes like out of this world. It's so nice.
Yes, exactly. Right here, I have another kind of bread, which is also popular here in Malaysia. It's called Papa Roti. This Papa Roti is topped with an icing made from coffee and caramel. Let's try this. So crunchy in the outside and rich and butter inside. Let's try another one. Ooh, you must really try this.
We are here in San Pedro Sula, Honduras. Follow us as I show you some of our favorite breads.
Here, we have a version of a flatbread, the tortilla. It is made of flour and handmade to be flat and smooth. People often put it on a hot surface where it is laid flat, then cooked to perfection. These are baleadas, a traditional Honduran favorite, which is a tortilla filled with beans and cheese, where it is toasted to crispy. A savory treat that is totally amazing, loved by all here in Honduras.
I can't wait to try this.
Gracias, Y.M Squad Honduras. So there you have it. Those were some amazing and interesting versions of bread from all over the globe. It was truly entertaining and fun to see. Thanks for joining us in this wonderful journey exploring the world of bread. Till next time here on Y.M Squad all over the world.
So we're back here on Youth Matters, and we're talking about the age-old question: is modern media and technology evil? Well, this is the debate. The short answer is it depends on how you use it. However, it calls for a warning, because as the internet and modern media and technology have the capacity as the modern day tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That's why where everything evil and good is at your reach, it's even just one click away. And that's why the new normal today calls for young people to use gadgets, technology, and the internet even more than ever before. So it is important for us not to become addicted to these devices, which can be used either for good and evil.
So here are some concrete examples, like fire. It can be neutral, so it can be used both for good and for bad. The good side is it can be used for warmth and for cooking. While the bad side, you can use fire to destroy and harm property or even people. Just like money is neutral. You can use it for good and bad, enough said. So television, you can use it for good and bad. You choose what you want to watch. You have the remote in your hands. The same dilemma lies in the use of the internet and modern technology, which has not yet been regulated as strictly as television was in the 1950s. Not unlike this current generation where everything is more liberal and free.
So let this be the warning. Use the internet and modern media and technology as tools, but do not become the one controlled by them. So what is addiction? Addiction is the fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance, thing, or activity, like alcohol or drug abuse, caused by chemical dependency upon the body and neural pathways to the brain. So let's talk about the 3 chemicals that are released when one is addicted to the internet and modern technology. Number 1, dopamine. Dopamine affects the brain. It focuses attention and energy. It ignores the negatives, and it triggers ecstasy. It is a powerful dependency.
It creates a desire, powerful compared to cocaine addiction. Chemical dependency. The chemical produced by this image is so strong that a person desires peace, and the brain desires to see these images again and again.
Number 2, norepinephrine.
Whatever is being experienced, the smallest detail of that experience sears experiences in the brain. As with a branding iron, it remembers the images.
And 3, oxytocin.
Cuddle chemical, likened unto mothers with their newborn babies.
Spiritual implications to addiction. Number 1, you become numb to sin. 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 2. And ever-present danger doesn't bother a person anymore. And in fact, you are going down a spiritual road, a road of no return. Hebrews chapter 6 verses 4 to 6. Number 2, lust. Matthew 5 verse 28. And this is a direct implication or violation of this scripture. Number 3, stealing. Body pleasure, acts reserved between 2 parties, usually a husband and a wife. Hebrews chapter 13 verses 4. 1 Corinthians 7 verses 2 to 3. And time. Time that you would use for other things. You start to neglect responsibilities. You start to forget about your family, even time for work, and you spend countless time in your basements, on your computer or your gadgets or on the internet. It corrupts the heart. Matthew 12 verse 35 and Mark 7, 18 to 23. And you're filling your heart with filth. It leads to other sins, like physical adultery, lying, and cover-ups.
So the question is, how to overcome it?
There are 2 forces in the world, the good and the evil. The good is represented by God, and the evil is represented by the devil. So use your freedom of choice. Which spirit will you allow yourself to be controlled by, God or the devil? Romans 6:16. Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are, to whom you obey, whether of sin unto death, or of obedience unto righteousness. So what is your choice? If you choose to do good, choose God. Choose to obey the Father's will. Use your freedom of choice. Remember, when you follow God, you love to obey His will. John chapter 14 verses 23 to 24. Jesus answered and said unto him, If a man love me, he will keep my words, and my Father will love him, and will come unto him, and make our abode with him. 24. He that loveth me not keepeth not my sayings, and the word which you hear is not mine, but the Father's which sent me.
Number 1, have a strong desire. Number 2, have a strong determination. Just stop. Just like what is written in Job chapter 31 verse 1, where he made a covenant to God not to look upon a woman lustfully. Avoid things which stimulate these desires in you. Whatever it is that is provocative for you, it is different for other people. Deal with that issue. Control your heart. Know what is a stumbling block for you and overcome it. Like a pop-up on screen that may entice you, you must make a covenant with yourself. You must have that determination. I am not going to visit these sites again. I'm going to exit or close it. That is strong determination, and that is absolutely necessary.
Or you can install a blocking program. So, change your habits. We are creatures of habit. You can have an accountability partner. Try to have a support system or a friend who can help you steer you away from these temptations, or avail of a service or program that blocks the internet from these kinds of sites. And you can eliminate the sources. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 18, and eliminate the temptation. Matthew 5 verse 29. And prayer and Bible study. Philippians 4 verse 13. There is power in the words of the Almighty Father, specifically when you ask for it. And when you face the temptation, stop and pray about it. Psalm 119 verse 11. Thy word have I hid in mine heart,
that I might not sin against thee.
And you can rearrange your schedule. Whatever it is, or that time maybe that you do those things before that's leading you down this evil path, you can change it.
Remember, you are not alone. The first step is to recognize that you have a problem. And to every problem, there is a solution.
So don't be embarrassed. Remember, there are people who love you and who are caring about you. So ask for help. And don't forget that we're here for you.
Yes.
And because you matter, young lives matter. So that ends another episode of Youth Matters, your favorite youth program, only here on SMNI. So once again, from all of us here to you, see you again next time.
Learn more about the Father's will by listening to the message of the appointed Son of God, Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy.